Let's do one more clip before I take a little intermission. Another one from Joe Budden podcast. It's Ice, co-host Ice, and he's daring artists to try something different artistically. That's what he's got to say.
I ask from a lot of artists. I ask that. I want to hear you try something different. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, I've said it about people that I am big fans of. Like, all right, dog, you're making the same song or the same album over and over and over and over. It's almost unfair because the second you try to do something different and it don't work, we ready to kill you for it. Mm-hmm. So it's like, which way? You can't have it both ways. Either you want somebody to stay the same, never change, and just stay here, or you try to evolve, try to adapt, and then you have to have a fallback in case that don't work.
I encourage everybody out there listening to not listen to me when it comes to matters pertaining to music. I am old and grumpy. You might be lit trying to have fun. My ears just don't hear it that way anymore. I'm sorry.
So when the rapper tries to go into the singing, harmonizing lane, right? It's still along the rapping lane to you. Like, I was just thinking about something. I may be off. Like when I was thinking about DMX just now, and then when he was rapping one way, and then he went to politicking with the chicken, wondering if I could creep a little hood rat chick. 25. Like, is that along the same lines of his repertoire? That type of, or like when he started to harmonize and sing, you could like say that he was trying something new.
He was always harmonizing.
That's a fucking horrible comparison. What the fuck was he talking about? Queen's Flip has some value to the show, and I believe it's like for viral moments, for crazy statements, and just for acting crazy in general. But when it comes to his music takes, he has some of the worst takes I've heard in music in general. Like, I don't think he understands music at all. Like what the fuck is he talking about? Like, that song he's talking about is How's It Going Down? And I believe that's off of his first major album. It's dark. Hold on. Yes. He's talking about DMX, How's It Going Down? It's literally off of his very first major record label album, and he's talking about how he's trying something different or switching things up or kind of abandoning his hardcore rap style when it's literally off of his first album. How can you claim somebody is switching up or being different or changing things up or, you know, abandoning what got him there in the first place when literally this is his first project to the world in general? Like, what the hell is he talking about? Terrible take once again.
Singing a little bit.
Mm-hmm. But from where my dog's at and all that stuff, it wasn't, because I remember like hearing the Rough Riders anthem and then going into that and like the Pain song and catering to the women and stuff.
It's literally on his same album.
Stuff like that. So like, is that trying something new to you, Joe, or that's
if
just?
I understand your question
correct,
correct,
got some harmonic, melodic shit happening in it too. Not for nothing.
I don't even want to offend DMX by putting him in the same boat as you today niggas. Y'all ain't that.
I understand.
None of y'all are that.
I don't think.
Hell no. Also, in the 90s, as a rapper, if you did not have a song for the ladies, you did not have an R&B single, you did not have some female singer or some male singer doing the hook of one of your songs that can play in the club or your girl can listen to, you were not getting released. You were not getting published. You were not getting pushed, period. That was a label requirement during that time period. So what the fuck is he talking about?
DMX.
And he's literally old as shit. How does he not know this?
An absolute megastar.
Yes, yes, Joe.
So to Mel's point, it never felt like a departure because "Get At Me, Dog" was a club song in Jersey City.
Yes,
Stop Being Greedy was a club song.
Also melodic elements in there too.
Yeah.
Look Through My Eyes is on that album.
Got it. Okay, no, I'm just.
And the first couple tracks on, when he dropped 2 albums in the same year. I think the
Flesh
first
of My
2
Flesh.
tracks on part 2 is fucking club records. That's when Swiss was in his.
Ain't no way you're gonna
Yeah,
stop
that's
my flow. Ain't no way.
So
That's
he
second
grew
album.
and evolved into that. But X never felt forced to me.
No,
No.
it wasn't
Got it.
forced.
Okay. No, I know he never felt, but I was just. I'm sorry. Yeah.
And I still want that megastar smoke with
He's
Park.
old as shit, and he's from New York, and he was there during the time period. And he does not understand this. Like sometimes some of the shit he says just makes you wonder. It really makes you wonder.
So I listened to that episode. That shit don't sit right with me.
Why?
Because it ain't no megastars and it ain't no superstars. And all the stars that you named were stars from the era that I'm talking about.
What?
You said Beyonce, you said Drake, you said Kendrick, you said Cole,
But you
you said Jay-Z.
The argument that we had was that you don't stop. No one stops.
None
the
of these,
world.
I'm saying none of these niggas are stars or have star-like qualities. They fooling us into thinking.
Of the new generation.
Yes,
from what-
Carti is the star.
From what year you counting?
Playboi Carti is the star.
From what year you counting when you say this?
2010.
20
Well,
what?
if we're being technical,
15?
then you're probably saying 2015 and beyond because that's the last 10 years. But
Okay.
we
Got it.
old, so I'll put it to 2010. Drake is from 2010.
Yeah, he's pre.
Kendrick, Cole, all that big 3 shit is
Yeah.
from
2010.
20. If you want to claim Travis,
Travis, yeah, for sure.
Cool.
2016 plus.
he's that.
Yeah, 15 plus, really.
The Weeknd,
Future might be right there.
The Weeknd, Future,
His stardom came. He started
3. But my point is, we about to start struggling in
Music.
3 more names.
To start, we already are. Like I've had this conversation many times with younger generations and people that would talk about music and whatever, and like their biggest star, like a lot of their favorite rapper artists these days is like NBA YoungBoy, and like as popular as he is, especially like on YouTube, and especially with some of the young kids, like he is not a superstar. I'm sorry, like he cannot cross over, he cannot sell out massive stadium tours like a Kendrick Lamar. He does not have widespread adoption in other countries. Like he is a star amongst hip hop, especially like younger generations and like a certain demographic. But when we talk about star, we talk about superstar, we're talking about somebody that can cross borders, cross boundaries, cross genres, like and appeal to pretty much anybody from any walk of life. And in terms of like these newer artists that are coming out, like and that are supposedly being like the star, I can't name him. Playboy, like, okay, like he has some hits, like he has a following, but like he don't cross generations, he don't cross genres, like he don't have nearly as widespread of a following as people seem to think he does. Like, who else? I can't name it.
That's my point.
Yeah.
And whatever the superstar is today, it just don't mean or have the same.
You talking about just hip hop or overall?
Well, I'm talking about hip hop.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
I'm talking about rap superstars because we should be allowed to have.
This is a fact. Like if you're talking about rap superstar, if you're talking about Drake, Kendrick, borderline Cole, like Wayne, not really anymore. Like Tyler, I'll put Tyler in there. Kind of it in terms of superstar. And those guys are older. They're all late 30s, about to be early 40s. So it's like there's definitely a gap there.
You're talking about just rap, then?
Yeah, I'm just talking about rap.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's
I'm just talking about
tricky.
rap.
There's no superstars like young superstars of the last 10 years.
And I mean, how much faith do we have in the farm system?
None right now. None.
I don't
Now,
have any.
right this second.
None. Because anybody that's lit and popping is gonna just do it on their own, which is gonna bypass the superstar system.
And there's no longevity in it now. You hot, you lit, all of that today. Nobody's getting the
People ain't really
Shit.
planning for longevity.
no.
not.
So he said we talk about the farm system, and the farm system here is obviously alluding to like it's a term that's used in Major League Baseball and how you have like AAA, AA, single A. Like you have the minor leagues where you stash young up and coming prospects and hope and help them develop before they hit the big stage and hit the big show. There is no farm system anymore, and I blame the labels. A lot of this lack of superstars, a lack of kind of like clear direction in terms of where the culture is going to be in the next 4 or 5 to and then the 4 to 5 in the next 5 to like 10 years, especially after like our current crop of superstars like Cole, Drake, Kendrick, Tyler kind of like slow down and low-key retire. Like a lot of that falls on the labels' heads. First and foremost, they no longer produce stars. They no longer develop talent. They no longer A&R. They no longer do the tried and true method of building an artist that can last. Not only an artist that can go viral, but an artist that can actually last, have career, knows how to do all the aspect of the music business, because at the end of the day, it is still a business. They no longer do those things. If Mac was still here, he would be a superstar, I think, at this point too. But all of those artists that you listed, they went through the farm system. They went through the label system. They got development. They learned the ropes. They hit the road. Like nowadays, you have somebody put out one song that goes viral, like a Sexy Red, and the next thing you know, they're being hit with like a arena tour, that gets canceled very early on because they don't actually have any hits or any stage presence or know how to fucking perform. Like back in the day, if you had an artist who was building buzz and who had talent, they had to hit the road. They had to do small shows. They had to do shows in front of 100, 200 people, but that helped them build and learn their craft, build their stage presence, build their performance, know how to create a show, know how to create a spectacle, know how to fucking entertain and not just stand up on stage and rap to backing vocals, which is what these newer age artists are doing over and over and over fucking again. And people are pushing back against it, and rightfully so, because if I'm going to spend my hard-earned money when ticket sales and everything else is going through the fucking roof, I expect top-tier entertainment. And these younger generation do not give a fuck about actually entertaining or putting on a show or the show business aspect of being a musician. They just want to put out songs and then cash in money from festivals. But when it comes to actually hitting the road, when it comes to building a craft, when it comes to knowing how to make music, not once, but over and over and over again, they don't know how to fucking do that because the labels no longer teach them how to do it or even spend the money or investment, time, and money needed to actually do that. Look at it now, what they do. Somebody pops on social media, the labels all run to them in a bidding war, milk that one song that made them popular, maybe get one more from a feature, and then you never hear from them again. Fucking LiAngelo Ball is on that trajectory right now. He had one song that low-key went viral. Well, not even low-key. That went viral low-key as a joke. And he got an $8 million contract, had one song with Lil Wayne, and that's it. And instead of letting him develop and go through small shows and go through the fucking meat grinder that is the music industry and actually becoming an actual star, you threw him on stage at the fucking NBA All-Star game and like all these other appearances when he didn't even know how to actually fucking perform. So yes, there is definitely a lack of superstars coming up in the hip hop landscape, but that is solely on the fucking labels' fault because they no longer want to spend the money nor the time needed to actually develop a star. They find somebody with a hot song, they milk that song as much as they can, maybe put out 1 or 2 more songs, and then that's it. Bye-bye. They're taking the quick buck over the long career every time and time again. Whereas labels like TDE and, they're fucking unicorn at this point. Look at a label like TDE that actually spends the time and effort to develop an artist so they can have a career that can sustain themselves and also the label. It's much harder. There is a large failure rate because not everybody's meant to be a star. But that's how you get a mega star like a Kendrick Lamar, because you put them through the ropes. You let them develop. You put them on the road. You put them in shows where there's only 20 to 50 people, but you still perform because that's literally the practice time you need. The Beatles weren't the Beatles from the jump. The Beatles put in thousands of hours doing house shows before they got their opportunity and big break and like truly broke through. And once they broke through, they were so seasoned, so well experienced that of course they're going to be successful. Of course they're going to remain one of the most successful bands and outfits in the history of music. Like, of course, because they have that backing. But like, you're putting out artists these days that have no fucking idea what it means to be an actual musician and like have a career in music, and there's nobody showing them the ropes.
The company's not either.
I
said that.
Or
it ain't even just the artists. The companies are not planning for longevity.
Or
We want you right now.
If they are playing for longevity, they're playing independent or independent adjacent longevity, which is not the superstar model.
Right. Where we talk, yeah.
Like, no, I'm going to have my fan base. I'm going to rock out. I'm going to make X amount of dollars per year, and I'm good with that.
To me, they're not even building stars anymore or building the artists. That's what I think that's missing. Like when I was watching it as a child or as a teenager, there was things leading up to an artist, and it was like a build up that you can see, photo shoots, different things, going outside, being a part of different programs.
Such, yeah.
There were things that were going into building the artist. Now, because of how the internet has taken over and social media,
Attention span.
it's just that, and the attention span is short. It's just like that.
Yep.
Everybody wants everything right now for free.
Instantly. So, A&Rs, come back outside, nigga.
You can't.
They
Go
can't.
to the AIs.
There's no jobs left. There's no
Build the
there's
AI.
no
I don't give a
for
fuck.
them.
I don't give a fuck. Nigga, come up with your own shit.
And who
Build
wants
these
to
artists. Nigga, go find a nigga from 40 projects. Build them up. Let them rap. Clean them up.
Who gonna hear them?
We are.
How?
And it's just going to be tough because whoever they build up
Shout out to 40.
is not going to necessarily give a fuck about music.
What do you think they're going to care about? Street shit?
Whatever they want. It just won't have to be music. Like Carti, I hate to bring her up because she'll shoot at me. But Carti was the last person that I looked at like, okay, they building a star.
Yes.
But when the star is just a star, not necessarily a music star, they could say, fuck music, I'm a star already.
Right.
Well,
And not really have to rely on music to be a star. She's just a star.
That's the other side, though. A lot of people look at music as a stepping stool to the stardom.
Yeah.
So it's like,
They're not in it for music. They're not in it for the right reasons. They're not keeping the main thing. Literally what we just talked
can
about.
do this in music, get hot enough to where I could leave. Not saying Cardi, I'm just in general, music ain't the end all be all no more. Like now, I want to have a
It's
brand.
the
I want to
entry
do
and
this. I want
exit.
to.
They're entering and exiting just a lot faster than we used to.
For sure.
That's all. I'll say that.
I will say it's been a slow year. Last year was a great year for hip hop music. This year has been
Like me and Joe,
Crickets,
like Joe
boy.
said the other day, nigga, rock and roll coming back. Rock and roll, pop, it's over.
pop is
I mean,
coming
it's
back
early
for
though.
sure.
It's still
Pop is back. What are we talking about? Like even mentioning kind of what I was talking about in terms of like building a star and like learning the ropes and all that. Like look at Sabrina Carpenter. Look at Chaperone. Like especially Sabrina Carpenter. Like the reason why she's so successful is not only because she had some hit songs and went viral and whatever. Like it's because for 10 years she was putting out music that nobody gave a fuck about, but she kept doing it. She kept touring. She was doing tiny fucking shows and learning the ropes about being a performer in the show business and like actually entertaining people, so that when she got her moment, when her moment came, when her song broke through, when she went viral, when she was all over the place, like she was ready for the next step. A lot of these artists are not ready for the next step because all they wanted was that first moment. Okay, but now what? What's your next song? Where's your album? Where's your interviews? Can you even interview? Because like most of y'all can't even like talk in an interview. Like, but because she had that experience, she had those moments. Look at her now, superstar.
Over.
It's only April.
Usually you get a spring something by now.
I think they about to start dropping. Personally, I think if you want to have something to run through the summer, now's the time.
So what?
Run through the summer.
That was a thing, bro.
You see, the pop artists are still getting developed.
Yes.
There's still
absolutely.
money being put into the artists to build them up. I'm seeing them everywhere.
Yeah.
So what happened to hip hop? So how can we're the A&Rs that's putting together for them? Something is happening with them when I watch, for me to even come up with this opinion I came up with. You know what I mean? There's money being put in them. They're being built. They're being everywhere. Their faces are shown. They're doing things that make it look like there's something behind them and make you interested in not only the music but the person.
Right.
Nowadays, when you become interested in the person in hip hop, the music is lackluster. You don't become interested in the music. You become interested in the person, and then when they're not able to show who they are or keep our attention, then it just falls to the side.
The only
You
script
understand what I'm
that
saying,
they want to
Pauls?
follow with developing the person connection that you're talking about in the past 10 years is someone that's going to wild out online or be violent or have some drama going on.
Which is literally what I was about to say. Like, it's because the audience is also like, we kind of like train them to like no longer give a fuck about the person or like the what's going on with them like on a real level. People just tune in for the fuckery. They want to see the fuckery. They want to see you crash out. They want to see you do the shit that you're talking about in your raps and whatever. Like, that's why the whole drill scene was going crazy so much, because as they were rapping about it, they were actually living it and they were posting about it on social media on a constant basis. So that's literally how academics became a thing. He was farming those clips. Like, people are in it to see the fuckery in hip hop and then wondering why there is no substance left in it. Like, period.
In their life, and that doesn't lead to a long life, let alone long artist career.
True.
Neutral button.
Honestly, Parks be the only one that be speaking like actual real facts on the show, and like seems knowledgeable about music industry at all and has some thought out reasonable takes. Everybody else, including Joe, sometimes, a lot of times, is questionable at best. But yeah.